Well, you've just joined us. Welcome to the Yokohama Arena. This is the HSBC BWF Japan Open. And we are into our third match of the day. Two straight match wins for Wang Tzu-wei and Akane Yamaguchi. And we've got more here for the Japanese fans with Yuki Kaneko and Misaki Matsutomo of Japan taking on Jiang Zhenbang and Wei Yashin, the second seeds from China. Well, the winners of that match coming up will play either Midorikawa and Saito or the Wangs from the United States. It could be an all-Japanese second round encounter here. Our only doubles match of any kind in the first 5 matches of the day. So the head-to-head is very much in favor of the Chinese pair. They've never lost to this Japanese pairing, and the last time they played was at the India Open, a very straightforward straight games win. In fact, when you look at the head-to-head, yeah, 2 of the 3 matches have been pretty easy ones for the Chinese pair. Yuki Kaneko is 30 years of age from Saitama, not too far away from the capital, Tokyo, 170 centimeters tall. 179, I should say, taking 9 centimeters away from him. He's the 25th in the world, this pairing, and they've been as high as 12th, achieved at the end of 2022. They've together won silver medals at the Sudirman Cup, and Misaki Matsutomo is 32, 159 centimeters tall. Together they've won the they've had 2 runner-up finishes, the 2023 Sidemode International end of last year, and notably the All England in 2021, where they lost to compatriots Yuta Watanabe and Arisa Higashino. Did not take part in these recent Olympics. Jiang Zhenbang is a tall man at 184 from Guilin. 4th is the highest ranking he's had, and that is with his partner of Wei Yashin, who is also tall, 175 centimeters tall, I should tell you. And they've burst onto the scene, haven't they? Only been together for a couple of years, and they've already won 6 titles. Most recently, the Australian Open in June, and the Indonesia Open. That's a Super 1000. They were runners-up at the India Open earlier in the year. Daniel Law from Hong Kong, China is our umpire. And we saw him earlier, Chaturanga Vishwanath is now the service judge. Little Malaysian flavor there for the Japanese doubles. So this pairing at the Japan Open, they got to the... haven't played in a while here. Misaki Matsutomo has been quite successful, winning this in 2014 and 2017. Got to the semis in 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Yuki Kaneko and Misaki Matsutomo, Japan. And on my left, Jensen Ban and Wei Yaxin, China. Wei Yaxin to serve to Yuki Kaneko.
These are women's doubles, I should add, by the way, for Matsumoto. But in terms of mixed doubles, yeah, it's not been successful early round exits for this pairing in the last couple of years, first and second round. It's only been a short time together for Jiang Bang and Wei Yaxin. Out in the second round last year. Then he got together at the end of 2022, so it's still relatively new. And we'll come into this as the favourites, even though it's in home territory.
So it's over. 1-2.
He's got that height on him, doesn't he, Jiang?
2-all.
Matsutomo, of course, an Olympic champion back in 2016. Be her crowning achievement. Nowadays focusing on mixed doubles.
3-2.
She was a former world #1 player with Ayaka Takahashi back in the day.
Service
Former
over.
Asian champion as well in mixed doubles.
3-all. So it's over. 4-3.
And one of these pairings at these recent Olympic Games. Well, you'd like to think as a world #4 pair, that gives you a real opportunity to be playing at the Olympics. Unfortunately for this Chinese pair of Jiang and Wei, there happen to be two other Chinese pairs above them. It's just the strength and depth, isn't it, for China in that discipline alone.
So it's over. 4-5.
Chong and Tung Wei, the emotional winners. I think we saw how they reacted when they finally got their hands on a gold medal. Wang Dongping and prominent the other pair that represented China at the Games.
5-all.
Just smashed away there beautifully by Jiang.
6-5. Seven, 5. Take.
Yeah, I think they've started getting to a groove now, Jiang and Wei. There's some real power being generated by Jiang. It's just gone. He gambled on that one, ducked, and it's still well and truly in. Just miscalculated on that one a bit. Jiang.
Service over. 9-6.
Yeah, little smiles on their face appearing. Why not? A decent start for them.
Service over. 7-9. Wait.
So quick points at the moment.
8-9.
Mixed doubles generally does tend to be that way. Oh. They just gambled on that. It's going to be a challenge. Oh, that was tight. Tough to see that initially. He hesitated for a little while there, Jiang. Well, there we go. It's actually pretty comfortably out. So this time his gamble paid off.
8. Play.
Good challenge, that one, from the Chinese pair. So going to curve in. Oh,
11-8.
it does indeed. And at the interval, the Chinese pair are leading here by 3. 11-8 to Jiang and Wei against Kaneko and Matsutomo. Just came back in again. That could be the drift at work.
Counter Usuro only change position. Counter Usuro only change position. Better. Don't fight. Joshi net Joshi sure half. So you want to solve, you have to focus half. Understand? If you want to pressure Usuro only change better. If you want to solve, then you have to.
Top 1, 20 seconds. Top 1, 20 seconds.
实际上不行的人看，咱们后打。球他们后来别的。
11-8. Play.
Extending their lead now to the biggest they've had so far, the Chinese, 4 points. This might be the point where it starts to run away from the Japanese pair. It does. Now goes up to 5.
13-8.
That's the guile of the way at the net and the power from Jiang at the back. It's causing problems for Kaneko and Matsutomo. Just out, that one.
So it's over. 9-13.
Oh, he rose majestically there.
Serves over.
Jiang.
14-9.
And it just about makes it over, because that's the sheer power with which he delivers those smashes. Just snatching at that shot there, Matsutomo. And this one looks like it's well and truly not going away. The Chinese comfortable. It's been 6-1 since the break in favor of Jiang and Wei. Kaneko and Matsutomo can't get out of this funk at the moment. Oh, that might have been going out, you know. That one was certainly in.
That's over. 10-17.
Let's have a look here. Maybe just creeping in. They all just held up a little bit.
Service over. 18-10.
Again, just seem to see that a little late.
10.
Kaneko. Well, actually, you know, looking back at that, just played it poorly. And it's a procession of points, isn't it? It's 10 game points
20.
here for Jiang and Wei already.
10.
This is comfortable, isn't it? The most comfortable of any match so far, and they've wrapped it up in double quick time. Jiang and Wei,
First game won by Jiang
no problems
Wei
at all.
21-10.
Yeah, they've been very, very good so far. So first game then, 21-10 to Samson Bang and Wei Yaqin against Yuki Kaneko and Misaki Matsutomo.
有的给他们边线的正手把他斜线出来，有的给他有直接击的，难度有的就是经常会一个圈子，然后反头角度就很大，就很难受，所以这个有的难的注意。现在你看这球稍微后面是有后面点那个球过去点，
这边其实可以往他正手打，往这边吹的，他没那么好的大手。
反正你们自己看，你要这个对打，中国压力在对打。这还有就是不是已经过去了之后，他现在你都光是不秀有点这个屁。
太慢了，没打，因为打球慢，他可能站原地打一场就打。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Level. play.
Now let's see if a change of end means a change in fortune here for the Japanese pair, because they just looked.
1 love. Wait, get ready quicker.
Really behind it the whole time, didn't they?
Love.
Yeah, it's already a strong start for Jiang and Wei. They've won the last 6 points in a row. Going back to the second game, make that 7 now.
3 love.
Time's over. 1-3. Wait.
Well, they need really now to step things up here. Kaneko, Matsutomo.
Time's over.
They've just been fast and aggressive, haven't they? The Chinese pairing.
Five, 2.
When you look back at their start to the year, they were great reactions there from Wei. That's well out, isn't it? Yeah, just going back to the Japanese pair, Kaneko and Matsutomo
2.
didn't get out first or second round of tournaments. This entire year. It's been tough for them.
7-2.
So they have struggled with that. I think that's been a big disappointing factor for them.
Time's over. 3-7.
Yeah, they certainly want to change that, don't they? That narrative. And it looks like the way this is going at the moment, that's going to be yet another early exit.
Time's over. 8-3.
And it's when your first round exits are almost as many as your progressions through first rounds, that should be concerning. This is, at the moment, they're just cruising, aren't they? Cruise control for Jiang and Wei. It's 38-31 at the moment for the Japanese pair in terms of 38 wins, 31 defeats in first round matches. That's getting a tad too tight, isn't it? It's a hammering at the moment, 7-point lead.
3.
They've won 14 of the last 17 points. Stretching back to the last game. Jiang and Wei.
So it's over. 4.
And yeah, Kaneko and Matsutomo need something pretty extraordinary from here to stay in this match, you feel. Otherwise it could be over in less than half an hour. That just curves back in. Again, so nicely done by Wei.
11.
And we go into the interval here with the Chinese pair 7 points up. Having already won the first game, it is their match to lose now, really. Very, very comfortable for them.
Finish. What? Like that. Second shot. The first shot I come back. So second shot
Top 1, 20 seconds. Top 1, 20 seconds.
Always interesting to hear
Play.
Jeremy Gunn there, Malaysian, talking English to his charges. The Japanese, of course, and I'm always curious to know how much of that is being fully understood. Obviously, they would have sorted that out a long time ago. We wouldn't still be there. Well, it's been there for
13.
more than 6 years now, so presumably language is not a massive barrier by now. And he's of course had a lot of success.
So it's over.
I wonder how his Japanese is as well.
5-13.
Well, right now his charges are struggling. And it is very, very difficult to come back now from this, you'd feel. Jiang just biding his time. It's Wei puts the finishing touch on that one.
Service over. 14-5. So it's over.
Well, a rare moment of consolation for this Japanese pairing. What they have struggled to do is put on a sustained run of points. And there you go. That's a case in point that they are just not able to.
6. It's over. 7-15.
Well, Jiang
8,
almost with a propensity to
15.
try and play on the front foot. Oh, that might have just been creeping out. Again, it's the sheer power there that does Wei Yashin.
16-8.
An awkward shot for her to play. It's all just reactive stuff at the moment.
17.
The Japanese pair, they are getting pummeled here. Just struggling to find a response to the onslaught of the Chinese. It is slightly better since the interval in the sense that it's 6-4. I'll make that 6-5.
17.
The gap is just way too long, isn't it? 8 points difference at the moment. Such a massive lead. It's going to be hard to overturn. There you go.
Service over.
They're just not able to string together a run at all.
9. Service over.
Happened in the last
10,
game as well.
18.
2 points on the trot was the best they could manage.
Service over. 19-10.
Again, Wei Yashin adding her
20.
experience in at the
Match
nets.
point.
Well done to her,
10.
and 10 match points here. It has been that kind of match. It's all done very, very comfortable. And in fact, when you look back at the previous matches they played, this has been by far not just the quickest, but the most one-sided of matches that have gone in favor of Jiang and Wei, who now stretch their perfect record against Kaneko and Matsutomo to 4 matches. And this one has been, by far, as I said, the most comfortable. And that was really, let's face it, a stroll in the park for the Chinese pair. A disappointing end for Kaneko and Matsutomo, and unfortunately continuing on their story this year of being eliminated early on in tournaments. Jiang Zhenbang and Wei Yashin, the second seeds from China, a superb performance from them. They beat Yuki Kaneko and Misaki Matsutomo comfortably, 21-10, 21-10. It's taken them just 28 minutes to do it.